I'm so sorry for the delay. By the time I spun around, it was already like, it was already my usual time to start streaming. I was like, oh god, I still gotta finish some things, grab me some water, pull up my notes, and yeah. Plus, I wanted to add some more pictures to the little slideshow I always show whenever I'm talking about an anime. So that took me a little bit, but I am here. I'm ready to talk about this anime. How's everyone's Sunday going? Mine was pretty good. At least for, well, it didn't affect me, because I guess by the time I left and went inside a building for the last couple of hours, I didn't get affected by this, but it really started like raining towards where I'm at. Like at one point, I dropped one of my family members off at their job, came back. I had a few hours before I had to go to work, and all I heard was boom, boom. I was like, oh my goodness. It didn't look like it rained, but we were just hearing it. And then I went off to work, came back, and yeah, it's like certain areas, there's like puddles of water and whatnot. So clearly, like I just jumped in and out, just as before, like the rain fully came down. So hope everyone stayed safe. With everything going on. I actually didn't even mention this. I totally forgot, but I'm sure it's over by now. But spring break was last week for I think majority of people, if not like people in like school, like public school. I think like college and whatnot. Their spring break is a bit different, how at a different time. But yeah, which is kind of funny because in the anime we'll be talking about today, there is kind of a spring break episode. So thought it just kind of worked together and like that. So, but yeah, as you guys can tell from the pictures here and the little gifs here there, today we'll be talking about My Love Story. Don't ask me how I pronounce it in Japanese, because fudge me if I know. So I'll just be continuing calling it by the English name, which is My Love Story. So, as usual, I'll give my bit of info about the anime, or I'll talk about a bit synopsis, give my overall review for the anime, and then since this one is pretty long, I'll just hit bits and pieces of certain episodes. I'll probably talk about some of my favorite episodes that I really loved when I watched the anime, and then really enjoyed when I was rewatching it. So before that, of course, we'll get into our info about the anime. So it is called My Love Story. It is a 24 anime. It finished aired April 9th, 2015 to September 24th of the same year. So it came out in the spring of 2015. The producers who were in charge of making this were VAP, Napa Television Network, and Shueisha. The licensing for this anime is Sentai Filmworks. Studio that made the anime is Madhouse. Source material is a manga. The genre you'll find it under is comedy and romance, and the demographic is shoujo. So, here's the synopsis you'll find over on my anime list. With his muscular build and tall stature, Takeda Goda is no ordinary high school freshman. However, behind Takeda's intimidating appearance lies a pure heart of gold, and he's considered a hero by his male peers for his courage and chivalry. Unfortunately for Takeda, his appearance does not abide well for his love life. As if his looks were not already enough to scare the opposite sex away, Koto's cool, handsome best friend and constant companion, Makoto, I always forget how you pronounce his name, Sonawata, easily, I'll probably just keep calling him Makoto. I know they call him by his last name in the show. Easily and unintentionally steals the hearts of the female students, including every girl Takedo has ever liked. One day, when Takedo saves cool Rinko Yamato from being molested, he falls in love with her instantly. Unfortunately, he suspects that she might be interested in Sanawata. Despite his romantic feelings for Yamato continuing to bloom, Takedo decides to act as her Cupid, even as he yearns for his own love story. So, we'll just go into some of the main characters. Pretty much kind of what the main focus is, of course, the couple. And, of course, we got our best friend man here, Sonawata, or Suna. Oh, that's right, Suna. That's even easier. I think that's like another nickname that they call him in the show, Suna. I was like, wait a minute. A little, I'm blanking. Like, I don't know why I've had a headache for the past like 2 hours. So, but yeah. So some synopsis about the characters themselves. So, Takano Goda is aged between 15 to 16. So, yeah, he's pretty much the big guy you'll keep seeing here in the pictures. Yeah, dude looks like he could definitely pass for someone in, like, maybe his 30s. No, this is a kid. Dude's not even 18 yet. And he has this build and stature. But, in the anime, you do kind of see I guess it's something genetic-wise, because his parents, especially his dad, is kind of the same. So, you definitely can see he's got, like, his big build and whatnot from his family. His birthday is January 1st. He's apparently 6'7" or 200 centimeters, and he weighs 264 pounds or 120 kilograms. As I guess that's how they measure it over in Japan. They don't use pounds like we do. So, the protagonist of the story and a first year student at Sue High School. He's very tall, muscular, with a face that easily scares those around him. However, Takano is also extremely kind and selflessness, quickly helping others without a second thought throughout the story, which is definitely true. I do remember one part in the show's like very beginning, this kid had like fallen into like a pond or a reeve or something, couldn't swim. So everyone around was freaking out, didn't know what to do, was like screaming for help, for someone to jump in. And then before anyone could even, as they're saying that, he had already like, jumped in, rescued the kid. But of course, that's something he's kind of already gone accustomed to. I think he like handed the kid off to Suna, but then it's like they totally ignored the fact that he was the one who really jumped in to save the kid. They immediately start praising Suna, like, oh, such just kind and handsome boy, jumped in and saved this kid. Which is something he's, like I said, experienced kind of his whole life. But he doesn't really resent Suna for it at all, at any. If anything, he sometimes ends up goes along with the thing, and he's like, "Oh my God, Suna, you're so amazing," and he's like, "Dude, really?" This kind of shows what a good guy and kind person he is. Doesn't really have a negative bone in his body, really, which is something that plays a part when we end up meeting the love interest later on. Well, kind of pretty much in the first episode. So we'll talk about Makoto Sunawata. His birthday is the 13th of September. Next door neighbor and childhood friend to Takio, as well as his classmate. He is handsome, and all the girls Takeo liked end up falling in love with him instead. Suna is always watching out for Takeo and is willing to sacrifice his own happiness for his friend. So we do see the friends, the tall guy with the kind of brown, blondish hair. Yeah, you wouldn't really think these two guys would be like the best of friends or would get along at all, but they were childhood friends pretty much who grew up together, and that they always kind of have each other's backs. There is something that we find out later on, like a couple of episodes in, not crazy, but like within like the first like 5 episodes, that he even has been helping him out in the background, to unknowns to Takeo at all, and this kind of comes into the girls that's always like he's had a crush on, but have always end up falling for him instead. So I think I'll save that for when we get to the episode. I want to say it's like 3 or 4. It's one of them. And of course, we have our main female protagonist, Rinko Yamato, a girl who Takeo saved from molester on a train. She attends a all-girl academy and is very skilled at making sweets. Her birthday is June 15th, so she's like the small, cute, petite girl. It's kind of really just happy, wants to help as she can, and one of her skills that she kind of really shows off in the very beginning is that she's really, really good at making sweets. So when she's trying to get the attention of pretty much the guy she likes, she decides the best way to do that is to shower him with gifts, with its sweets. Of course, in the beginning, Takeo misunderstands this, thinks she's going above and beyond to get Suna's attention, but he, of course, sees that, no, dude, like, for once, this is a girl who is crazy about you. She's not interested in me at all. If anything, she's coming to me for advice to find a way to get you to notice her, which is something he's never really experienced, because normally it's kind of the other way around. If anything, girls are trying to get, well, or only ever get close to him to get close to Suna. So, let's see. I guess I'll talk about the first episode, not pretty much. Oh, right, that's another thing. Even though Suna's like really popular and well known, and he has all these girls falling for him, he's never truly dated any of them. He's always rejected any of the girls who's ever fallen or confessed to him, which does play out later on in explaining why he's always done this, why he's never gone out with any girls who's ever confessed to him, especially the ones that Takedo had feelings for. So, pretty much first episode, we meet the two boys, meet their dynamics, how even though some people would see it off and weird that these two guys are friends and they're like polar opposites, they are like the best of friends, pretty much like brothers, willing to be there for each other and whatnot. When Takedo sees this girl pretty much getting harassed on the train by this man, of course he immediately jumps in, stops it. The girl turns around, says thank you, seeing her face and seeing the tears in her eyes, immediately falls for her. Of course, he does kind of end up getting in trouble. I think he like broke the guy's arm or something like that. Like the guy was like, "Oh, he attacked me," or like I think he like almost had gotten in trouble, like was almost arrested. But then, of course, his friend was there, and he was like, "No, I kind of saw the whole thing, and I think he was like recording too, to be like, yeah, no, my friend was just stepping in to save the girl." That he was pretty much like putting his hands on her without her consent. Of course, Ringo was like totally backing it up too, like no, he saved me. This guy was doing what they said. So to next day, I think but still kind of got suspended for doing that. So, but he ends up meeting Rinko the next day with Suna. She wants to thank them for saving her and stepping up for protecting her like that. So she brings him sweets, and this whole time he is just falling more and more in love with her. But of course, he doesn't think that she has fallen for him. He thinks that she's doing all this to get Suna's attention. So he's like, you know what? Even though I am crazy about this girl that he had just met, but it's like, even though I'm crazy about her, she seems like a really kind, honest person. Someone that would suit his best friend perfectly. So he decides, even though I'm falling for her and which is like passing day, falling for her more, he's like, no, I'm gonna do the best thing and set them up so that two people that he cares about can be together. But like I said, we do see that I think even at one point he was kind of trying to play wingman, was trying to point out all of Suna's good points, like, oh, he's crazy, he's this, he's amazing. And at one point she's like, I am sick and tired of you talking about him, like, that's not why I am here. Of course he's confused, he has no idea why that's the case. He's like, that has to be the reason why she's always hanging out with us. It's just she's in love with Suna. Suna, of course, at this point is like, dude, just come here. Like, I think he like brought her to. He like showed up to her to get advice and whatnot, or like to confront him. Like, come on, she's like a really nice girl. Like she would be perfect for you. Why won't you, why don't you just say yes? You'll finally have like a really nice, caring girlfriend for once. And he's like, dude, please, like, open your eyes. I'm not the guy she's interested in. It's you. But he's like, no, there's no way. That's not possible. He's like, a girl like that would never go for a guy like me. So he had him like hide in the room, which with his big stature isn't really good. But she too is kind of not really oblivious in the bad point, but to the point like she doesn't really notice him. So she goes to Suna. We find out that she's been meeting up with him to get advice on how to get Takedo's attention. And at one point, at that point, she's like, I don't know what to do. He keeps bringing you up. Maybe he's just not interested in me. Maybe that's why he's trying to push us together. And pretty much has her like just come out and say it while he's in the room, like, who's the guy you're really interested in? She's screaming his name like it's him. I fell for him the moment we met. He was so brave, he's saving me from that guy, even to the point he almost got in trouble for it, and all the other things we've had in these short encounters. Like, I just don't know what else to do. Like, he won't get the hint. And of course, then he calls Takedo out, and he's like, listen, okay, did you hear all that? He's like, well, if you won't believe me when I say it, so maybe you'll believe it when you hear it from her. So he, of course, hears this, comes out, totally embarrassed and shocked, but does confirm with her again, like, are you serious? Like, is this real? Can I truly believe that this is happening? That you're just as crazy about me as I am about you. And she's like, yes, yes, I am. And at that point, they pretty much start dating, and it's just so cute. You know, it's kind of he kind of really just show off that he has like all these insecurities, but you definitely see it at that point. You know, all the girls he's ever had feelings for always told him no, always never really saw him that way, always was just going for his cool, hot best friend. So he always figured out just how it would be for the rest of his life. He would never have a true relationship. Any girl he would like would fall for him instead. I've never seen this anime, but me and a friend of mine have this same dynamic as two guys. He looks exactly like the big guy. Really, that is so cool. And hello, Mystics, hello. That is so funny. And you know what's funny? It's always guys like that that always get the bad rap because you know they're kind of bigger than normal around their, I guess, age. I mean, but then again, you know, they're kind of like the big statured, probably maybe has like a scary face or maybe a serious face, a face that kind of comes off like they could possibly be like into like terrible things or whatnot. But in really most reality, they are like the biggest cinnamon rolls, like have the biggest kindest hearts, are kind, caring, you know, just have so much of love. But everyone just judges them based on their appearance. I think that's also one of the good things about this anime is that it kind of shows that appearance kind of really doesn't mean anything. That the two people, you know, fall for each other for who they are, you know, and as they're learning more about each other, they're just falling more and more in love. That is actually something that plays a big role in one of the later episodes, like episode 4 or so. Yeah, I think it was like episode 4, where she was like, "Oh, I want to introduce you to some of my friends. So we want to have like this karaoke party, you know, to finally, you know, introduce you as my boyfriend. You know, I've been talking to you about, I've talked about you to them, and they want to meet you. So is that okay?" He's like, "Sure, of course. I would love to meet your friends. They're your friends. They're important to you, so I would want to meet them." Of course, you know, they have it in their mind, oh, he's probably some super hot, slim, probably maybe muscular guy, but not too muscular. You know, kind of like the quote unquote ideal guy. So of course, when she comes and she's like, "Oh, this is him," introduces him, and they're like, "Oh," at first they kind of like are of course shocked, but they at first seemed to be like they are understanding and you know being like, "Oh, okay." But then one point during the whole kind of karaoke date, she goes off and she hears two of her friends talking bad about Takeo, being like, "There's no way this has to be a prank or something. Why would she be dating like a gorilla like that? Like, there's no way." Or like judging her taste in guys. And this, of course, totally gets her upset. She's like, "You know nothing about him. You're just judging him based off his looks. He's one of the kindest, sweetest people you were ever met. And the fact that you can't see that just makes you ignorant." And of course, he kind of hears this too, but he's like, "I'm kind of okay with this. I've, you know, dealt with this my whole life." But he doesn't want her like to like lose her friends over this, so he tries to like calm down the situation. But then like something random happens, like some fire breaks out in the building, and like two of the friends end up getting like stuck. I think it was like the two girls that were first talking bad about him end up getting stuck in the building with like no way out. Everyone's freaking out, thinking they're possibly gonna die in there. He immediately rushes in, goes and saves them, and of course at this point, once he like brings them out, brings them to safety, they immediately, you know, apologize. They're like, "We are so sorry. She was right. We did kind of just judge you based on your looks. We didn't give you a chance to figure out who you were as a person. Even after we said such horrible things to you, treated you like that, you still went out of your way to save us when you really didn't have to. You could have just left us there, you know, to be like, that was karma for what we said, but you still jumped in, risked your life to save us." And they're like, you're like, "Yeah, we see it now. We see why she would fall for a guy like you. Your appearance means nothing. She fell for who you are as a person." And that kind of helps, you know, straighten their relationships more, him getting along with her friends, and just being like, "Yeah, we totally see it now. It may seem a little off, like physically wise, but they're like, no, we get it. We see what is truly going on. And then they do try to play wing woman with her too. Like later on, there's like an episode where they're like, "Hey, let's go to the beach. Let's have like a beach date with everyone." So they're like, "Of course, you need to bring your boyfriend." And then she's like, "Okay, sure. I'll have to, get a swimsuit." The classic, "Oh, I need to buy me a new swimsuit or something." And they're like, I think she like picks out like a kind of like a plain normal one, and they're like, no, girl, nope, nope, nope. You need to pick out something that's gonna wow your boyfriend. That's as soon as he sees you in it, his heart's gonna stop and he's gonna fall even more in love with you. But of course, she's embarrassed. She doesn't want to wear something like that, but does end up getting convinced to wear it. But doesn't really show it off until like towards the end of the episode because she's embarrassed. But does end up getting the courage to show him the full bathing suit, and kind of in the same fashion that they explained, he sees it and immediately falls in love with her even more, saying like she's so cute and adorable, and he just loves everything about her. That's just one of the things that will happen a lot in the anime when you watch it. They'll have like kind of to themselves monologue. She's like, "Oh my god, he's so cool," and he'll be like, "Oh my god, she's so cute and adorable. I love her." It's just it's just so cute and adorable. Let's see, what other episode? Oh, actually, this is a pretty good one. One of the episodes is like in the very beginning of their relationship, where Suna's sister comes back. She's a college student, went away, came back for like a few days, and then go back on a break. So she's like kind of get an update, like, "Hey, what's going on? Like, pardon me, how's like high school treating you guys? How's Takedo doing? I hope he's not, feeling too bad about things. Around this time, people are interested in wants fall in love, have that kind of relationship." But she's like, "Oh, knowing him and what he has to go through, that's probably gonna be really hard for him." Of course, the brother's like, no. If anything, he has a girlfriend, a really sweet girl. They've been dating for a while now." And of course, she's shocked. She's like, "Wait, what?" She's like, "No way, that's not possible." She's like, "This is the same guy we're talking about, right? Like, of course we know he's a total sweetheart and whatnot, but most people out there aren't going to see that. They're gonna just judge him based off his looks." But he's like, "No, this girl, got to know him, fell for him, and just as they're learning more about each other, just falling for each other more." And of course, well, not of course, but the sister, you gotta get this reaction you were not expecting. The sister is devastated to hear this, and we're like, at first, you were like, "Wait, what? Why? Why would she be devastated to hear that he, finally found someone who looked past his looks, looked past his stature, and was looking for who he was as a person through, like, his actions and how he acted and how he treats the people around him?" But we turn to find out that the sister, she's been in love with him ever since she was little. It turns out that, like, a lot of people, like, kind of judged her on her looks, but, like, the opposite. We can definitely tell that their family kind of has, like, that quote-unquote, like, beautiful gene. Kind of almost everyone in that family is just, like, drop-dead gorgeous, could probably pass off as, like, a model or something. So she's always, kind of gotten slacked for her looks, too. But kind of in, like, in the opposite way, but it could still, like, it could be good or bad, either or. So so she's always hated that. But Takedo was like one of the first guys to be like, "I don't care about that. You're like," he would call her like big sis, because he's like, "You're kind of like a big sister. You've been there for me. You've helped me out. You never treated me how other girls have treated me." So, and with that kind of like awoken something in her. There was the first guy to like treat her as her, didn't judge her basically solely on her looks, didn't approach her solely for her looks, hangs out with her, cares about her for who she is. So hearing and finding out that, she's actually had a crush on him all this time, and I think at one point she like blurts out that she actually had hoped that by the time he graduated, she was gonna like confess to him and possibly, take it further than that. So hearing that he has a girlfriend totally devastates her. She's, of course, like, is still skeptical, being like, there's no way any other girl would fall for him or see the good side to him but me. So she confronts Rinko, but quickly they do realize that pretty much the exact same reasons they fallen for him, that she fell for him, is exactly what she fell for. So she's like, "Dang it, I can't, like, it'd be different if she was like some shallow person, if she had like ulterior motives." She's like, no, this girl truly, genuinely loves this guy, loves him, wants to be with him. And she's like, well, I do kind of just gotta throw in the towel. I missed my chance. I was too nervous and scared to confess. And now he is with someone else, and I just kind of have to accept that. Really kind of heart wrenching, kind of seeing her kind of break down, kind of accepting, this is what's gonna be, trying to move on. Cause it does actually play a part in like 2 episodes later down, like around like 18 or 19, I want to say. I literally wrote it down, but so yeah, that was like episode 5. So let's hop over. I did kind of already talk about episode 11, the beach episode. Oh, there's actually one episode. Pretty much, this anime kind of goes through like their daily life, certain events happening like birthdays, holidays, life events. Because there was like 2 really big major life events that happened in this anime. That kind of happens around the time they're a couple. And Suna's there too, kind of giving them guidance and kind of in a weird way being a third wheel, but they're totally fine with him being a third wheel. But then there are even times when he's like, hey, you guys know you guys can like hang out without me being there. You guys are a couple. I'm sure you guys want some alone time. But I think at one point there, Takara was like, what do you mean? Like, why would I exclude you? You're my buddy. You're my pal. We've been through thick and thin. There's no way I would abandon you or, not hang out with you anymore just because I have a girlfriend. That's crazy. And she, crazy enough, feels exactly the same way. She's like, of course, you're like an important part of our lives. It'd be weird if you weren't around, if you weren't hanging out with us, being with us. So they're kind of more like, not forcing him, but like they're like honest feelings about it. He's just like, well, dang it. So if I did just kind of up and disappeared, then I would kind of look like the asshole. So he's like, you know what, fine. If you guys are okay with it, I'm okay with it too. But one event that happens is, it was like around one of their birthdays that Suna's father had like a major accident or something. Like I think he was like, not a major accident. I think that he was like he had gotten sick or something, collapsed, and went to the hospital. Now he has to undergo this like really heavy surgery that falls on one of I think it's Rinko's. I think it's her birthday. It like falls on her birthday. So, Takaro had like all these things planned out. He wanted to make it like an amazing date, for her, since it would be the first time they're celebrating her birthday, as a couple. But hearing this and then finding out the surgery is placed on the same day as her birthday, he's of course torn. He's like, I do want to celebrate with her, but he's like, I want to be there for Suna and his family. This is really serious. Their dad undergoing this like really serious surgery. But at first Suna's like, dude, like you can't just blow that off to dang, I feel that I too tried to get out of hanging out with couples. But then they're like, well, no, why would you leave? It'd be weird if you leave. Or they're like, you're part of the group. You're practically family. Why would we want you gone? I've definitely gotten that too. Like, I've been friends with both of them, the couple in the relationship. And, try to, like, give them their moment and whatnot. But then they're always like, no, like, we like hanging out with you. We're a team, we're the group, or whatever. I'm just like, y'all are weird. But I'm like, whatever makes y'all happy, I guess. But what was I saying? Oh, right, the surgery. So like, yeah, falls on her birthday. He of course wants to like talk to her and be like, listen, I had all this plan. We were gonna do a bunch of stuff, but this really serious thing happened, and I want to be there for Suna. Can we like maybe reschedule? But of course, Suna at first is like, don't tell her that. Why would you, like, this is the first, like, first birthday you're celebrating as a couple. You can't just blow it off for something for, my family. We'll be fine. We can handle it. Just go off and have your date. And then I think, like, the next episode is, like, them going on the date for a little bit. But I think at that point, he kind of felt, he was, like, of course, really worried and concerned about how the family was holding up, how Suna himself was holding up, because throughout the whole anime, we kind of see Suna as being like kind of like the stoic guy. A lot of things don't really ruffle his feathers, like throw him off balance, and doesn't really have him change his expressions too much. But when we see Takaro and Rinko coming to the hospital. To she's like, oh my god, he told me what happened. You guys are crazy. You should have just said something. Of course, we could definitely had rescheduled any plans we were making for my birthday. This is so much more important. And I think I don't think he was he crying. I don't remember. I don't think he was crying, but like you could definitely see like the worry, concern, and just like almost like helplessness in his face. He was just like, even though he had told them like, no, go, like go do your thing. Seeing them there, seeing that they were willing and able to put their things on hold to be there to give him that moral support, really like hit with him. And he that's how you got good friends. Like even though they like had this planned for a while, something came up, and even though he like was like, no, go, and they did, their conscience was just like, no, it wouldn't be right. Why would it wouldn't be right if we were going out having fun, having all this while you're in this hospital room, stressing, freaking out, not knowing what's going to be happening to your father. So they're like, no. Luckily, the dad does end up pulling through. So they were like, but he does thank them. He's like, thank you guys so much for, doing what you did and being here for me. Honestly, I was freaking out. I was nervous. I didn't know how I was going to make it past this. But thank you again. And I'm sorry for the ruining plans. Like, dude, don't even worry about it. We could only just plan something later on to make up for it. And there is like an episode later on that does have them making up the date, so it all works out. It's so nice. Actually there is there's like 2 or 3 episodes before we get closer to the end where the topic of a first kiss within the couple relationship kind of lingers in the air. At this point, they've been dating for a while, probably a couple of months, and both of them are thinking like, well, we've been dating, we've been doing all this, we practically spend every day together, but we still have never taken the relationship to the next step. We've never kissed. And I think at one point, they had like helped one of her friends like confess to a crush she's had for like a long while. They finally gave her they gave her advice. She finally got the courage to tell the person she was crazy about that how she felt. They ended up going out, and I think like literally the next episode, her coming back like saying like, oh my god, thank you guys so much, you guys helped me, really, take that risk and tell him how I felt, because if not, I would have had regrets, and saying, oh yeah, at that point, we've been doing everything, we've been hanging out, we've been going here and there, and we even kissed. And Rinko's like, wait, what? She's like, yeah. She's like, oh, please, you and your boyfriend been going out for months now. I'm sure you guys have definitely kissed. And that she contemplates, and she's like, well, no, actually, we haven't. We've like hold hands and whatnot, but we've never taken that next step. And it really starts kind of bothering her, because she's like, well, even the friends are like, whoa, that's kind of, different. Not saying that's bad or anything, but I mean, that's gonna fit you, but I mean, at some point, don't you want to, take your relationship to that next step? So she does start pondering it, and I think it was on his birthday. I think his birthday was coming up, so she decides, you know what? I'm gonna do the courage. I'm gonna build the courage. I'm gonna kiss him on his birthday as like his birthday gift. I think also his birthday falls on like New Year's, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. So kind of being like a New Year's gift as well as a birthday gift. I think she had like eventually did it, but he was so kind of thrown off, he didn't realize she had like kissed him until like it had like registered a few minutes later. And then when he did, he like ran after her, being like, oh, I get what you did. And they end up like kissing again. So it's so sweet. And I did say that there was 2 like kind of major life events that end up happening. And the second one was we find out later on around towards the end that Takaro ends up becoming a older brother. Yeah, the mom is pregnant. Well, I think she like said it at this point, but I think at this point later on in the anime, she was pretty much willing to give birth. Ends up having like a little sister. We can definitely tell like the big heavy gene. There's definitely big heavy bulky genes in the family, because the baby was huge. From what the baby was. Oh no. No. I think it's the opposite. I think I'm reading it wrong. Hold on. Or maybe I'm not. Hold on. I think I'm reading this wrong. Okay, no, I was right. Uh, I think at some point, like, the mom has complications, but they take her to the hospital. She goes in labor. They have the baby. She has the baby. Like I said, ends up being a girl. They name her Maki, and she weighs 4,200 grams, or 9 pounds and 3 ounces, which was only slighter than Takara was when he was born, because apparently he was 4,300 grams, which was 9 pounds and 5 ounces at birth, which was crazy. Like, oh my god, an over 9 pound baby, that's wild. And both kids for that, literally just like a couple of ounces off. But we do see later on, like for the rest of the episode, him hanging out with the sister, watching her. She'll pop up every once in a while with the mom. It's so cute. Um, oh, actually, and I missed this episode. There's like 2 episodes where the sister comes back. At this point, at first we actually don't know it's the sister that's involved in this scenario. This guy, this college student comes, sits down at the table that Suna and Rinko are at. He starts shacking up Suna, thinking that he is Takaro, saying like, oh, okay, so you must be the guy she's in love with. That's why she rejected my confession, and whatnot. And then, saying, oh, you're Takaro Goda. And he's like, no, that's not me. My name is something else. And he's like, wait, what? That's not you? Then who's Takaro Goda? And I think also at this point he had gotten like a part-time job at like it's like the opposite of where Hooters, pretty much for guys. Like the guys there just wear like tight shirts or tank tops showing off their muscles, like a muscle bar, I guess would be the right word for it. But he works there part-time, so they go there, sometimes seeing him hang out. Ringo, of course, is totally eating this up, so... But the friend pops up, thinking Suna was Takaro, sees him, of course freaks out. He's like, holy crap, so you're the guy she's crazy about. The sister pops up, and we find out that, yeah, he's a college student that's like in her friend group. He confessed to her, but she, rejected him. And then something happened to where, like, they did, like, some hypnotizing thing in the group. She got hypnotized, and, in that state, she, blurted out who the person she was in love with. So, of course, he took that and wanted to find out the person, that she was truly in love with. Seeing him, and, of course, is shocked. Even telling her, like, oh my god, you didn't tell me how he looked and whatnot. I ended up talking to your little brother, thinking he was the guy you were talking about. But she's like, listen, just leave it alone. Like, at this point, we see the sister still hasn't truly gotten over her feelings for Takaro, but she is working on it. She even says that, like, listen, just leave them alone. They're happy. They're happy together. They have such a cute, loving relationship. It would be cruel and just heartless to get in the way with that, involving my feelings in the mix of that. But he, like, tries to force the situation of being like, listen, you haven't truly gotten the closure you wanted because you never confessed. So there he tries to, like, play the scenario, like, listen, you need to tell him how you feel, so that way he can properly reject you, so that you can have the closure you need, so that way you can move on. It even gets to the point, but she doesn't. She decides, like, no, it's fine. I do and have come to terms that, I will never be that type of person for him. He has that someone, and I'm just happy it's someone who truly cares for him, sees the good in him that I do. So that's all I could really ask for in this. It's such a kind of sad episode, kind of seeing she's still kind of struggling to get through the feelings that she has for him, but is is working and trying to come to terms with it, because he has someone that will treat him right, loves him for him, and is willing to be there by his side whenever something happens. So, there was also a Valentine's Day episode that was pretty cute. Of course, at this point, we know Rinko is really good at cooking, so she, like, makes a bunch of chocolate, hands it out. She, like, gives him cookies, like, in the beginning of the day, but when of course, he thinks, oh, this is just like a little snack, she's always bringing something sweet for us to eat. Thinking that maybe the cookies she gave, when she didn't give him anything else, he was like, oh, well, maybe those were the gifts. Being like, dang it, if I known, I would have, savored them more. I would have really appreciated them, so scarfing them down. But she ends up popping up, like at his house and showing him the real gift she was working on, like this really beautiful, just chocolate like design, and being like, oh, well, this is your real gift, the real Valentine's Day gift, from me to you as your girlfriend. It was just so sweet. So, like I said, the last two episodes are kind of happens around spring break, which is actually pretty funny, but definitely has a bit of a twist. During this quote unquote spring break for them, Ringo takes a part time job at a cake shop. But there, she, because of her skills, her abilities, and the fact that she is a really, really known cute girl, one of the other workers there notices this. They're spending time together, and he ends up kind of falling for her. He wants to confess, but she, at one point, when when Takaro and Suna pop up, like to visit her one day, see her chatting them up. She's like, "Oh, do you know those guys?" She's like, "Oh yeah, the other guy's my friend. She's like the small guy, the kind of handsome one. Oh yeah, he's just my friend, but the other guy, that's my boyfriend." And he's like, "Wait, what? There's no way." And of course, seeing this and hearing this, he immediately like, "There's no way a girl like this is wasted on a guy like that. She deserves to be with someone like me. We share the same passion of, baking and designing and whatnot." She's like, "There's no way her and this guy have anything in common that can make a relationship work." And like, I think even at one point, like, confronts Takaro, being like, "Listen, you're holding her back. You're not good together. You need to end it with her now. She needs to be with someone who shares her same passion, someone who can give her what she needs, and that someone is someone like me." Pretty much the whole, it was like, dude, go sit down somewhere. But of course, at this point, Takaro, being the kind of kind-hearted person he is, kind of does take that to heart. Thinks that maybe she would be better off with a different guy. But by the end, she does, pretty much being like, "Listen, no, you're the person I'm crazy about, I'm in love with, the person I could possibly see spending the rest of my life with. But no matter what anyone says, what anyone thinks, you're the one for me." And also another thing I didn't mention throughout this whole, and well, at least in the English, I don't know how it does in the sub. But throughout the whole thing, he has always been calling her by her last name. So by the end, she tells Sakura, like, "I would love it if you would, call me by my first name. I've called you by yours and everyone else, but I would really love it, for us taking a next step in our relationship, if you would call me by my first name from now on." And he agrees, and it's just, it's so cute. And that's kind of how the anime ends. Like I said, there's a lot of episodes I kind of skipped over. Even the episodes I did talk about, I pretty much like skimmed over. There's still a lot more that happen. A lot more things that happen in those episodes that I'm not discussing or talked about. Only because I really want you guys to enjoy this. This is just like a really cute, loving romance anime of two people falling in love. This is also one of the ones where the relationship starts like in the very beginning of the anime. By like episode 4, they are like the official couple, have been dating for a few weeks, and then the rest of the anime is them just going through, friendship, life, other people, their friend groups, new people entering the friend circle. Like I said, not lifetime, life experiences happening. Like maybe something happening to a family member, introducing new family members, to the family and whatnot, and just them going through it together as a couple, going through any ups, downs, any concerns, any worries, doubts, being there for each other and proving time and time again that, they really do care about each other for who they are as people. The looks and everything are pretty much irrelevant to them. They're like, "No, I love this guy for who he is." The passion in his heart, how he is such a kind, caring person. How he, we didn't met, he was willing to step up for me, almost getting in trouble and almost getting arrested for, defending me against a creep. And just being such a kind-hearted person, to even at the point where he was like, when he was confused and thought that she had liked Suna, trying to like push her to him, like showing, "Oh, he's a great guy, he's this, he's that." Also seeing that, even though it did kind of annoy her at one point, she did see like, he's not a bad person. He didn't talk bad about his friend. he, was trying to show all the good sides about him, showing that he was a good person, and that was something she did. And well, like another aspect of him that she fell for, him also seeing more sides of her, that she's not just a tiny cute girl. She has her worries, concerns, her doubts, her wants and desires, and her wanting to be just as good for him as she is, hold on, trying to be as good for him as he is for her. I always said that right. That sounded weird. But yeah, that's kind of how the anime ends. I've never read the manga, so I don't know if there was more to the story that happens. Maybe we see them dating throughout the years of high school. Maybe towards the end, maybe we see them still together once they graduate. And who knows, maybe taking it to the next step of them maybe eventually getting married, starting a family together. Who knows? Like I said, I never read the manga myself, so I have no idea how the story ends. But I would say for the anime, it was a pretty good ending of seeing them, going through all this, the growing as a couple, growing into relationships, finding their weak sides and exploring it together, and just growing. It's so nice. It's so good. It's sweet and wholesome. So I would definitely say if you just need like a sweet, kind, loving romance anime with some laughs, because there are some fairly like funny moments in here. I would definitely say check this out. But yeah, that's kind of it. Whew, hold on, I need some water. I've been literally talking for the past like 40 minutes. Ooh, Jesus. Right, and actually, I almost forgot. I was thinking, because this will probably be like a short stream. One, I kind of don't want to touch Devil May Cry 4 until tomorrow, but and honestly, my headache is kind of coming back, so I kind of want to just rest my head for the rest of the night. Luckily, I have tomorrow off, so I can definitely just relax and chill. But before I forget, but I do want to do like 2 things before I end stream. But I need to find my wheel. Here we go. Let me pause that. Alright, so of course, since we did end, this is the last podcast episode for this month, we need to spin the wheel for what our next 2 animes are going to be. Where is my notepad? Son of a bitch. You know what? That's the paper that I ripped. I'll just use that until I find my things. So, I think it's 2. Damn it. Bet slippers fell off. Damn it, I'll get it later. So yeah, we'll spin the wheel. It's gonna be 2 animes for April. So let's shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And then we'll spin the wheel for what our first anime for April is going to be. Ooh, Charlotte. I actually haven't rewatched this anime. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Alright, so first anime we'll be talking about for April will be Charlotte. Remove that. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And the second anime is going to be... Ooh, Seraph of the End. Seraph of the End. Well, that one, that's 2 seasons, so for that, we'll only do season 1. So I won't remove it, because I gotta put season 2. Oh, actually, alright, Yu Yu Hakusho's still there. Did that one already. But yeah, alright, so that's what the next 2 animes will be. We'll be talking about Charlotte, and then we'll be talking about season 1 of Seraph of the End. What? Let me save. Maybe that's what it was. Oh, save. Yep. Alright, actually, I'll go over to my reaction screen. Oh, let me fix myself. I figured, with me watching that one Resonator showcase for the latest Wuthering Waves character, I figured we go back and start watching some of the other ones for past characters. So I actually went through and I saved all the ones that were available. So really there's two. There's one that's a showcase that kind of like shows off the characters, shows off kind of a little bit of, I guess, their backstory. And then there's one that shows off their gameplay. I guess we could do those two. But for now, I want to kind of keep it to... Why can I get my thing? There we go. That slipper fell off my foot and then, like, rolled. So that one pretty short, but I figured we could do one of the last characters that came out. So let me pull the screen up. Yeah, so I figured we'd do this one. Because he was like the last banner that popped up before I even knew this was a thing. I do have the other person saved, her, the one I really liked. So I figured we'd do this one, and then there are some like anime quizzes we could do on here. So we'll probably do like maybe 2 of those and then we'll call it a night. So, let me get it ready. So, blank screen, click on that. Oop, gonna start that over. Full screen that. Gotta make sure the audio is on. That. Oop, actually you gotta turn that off. Alright, so this is for one of the other characters that just came out. Brent. Next stage. So this is pretty short, it's 3 minutes. I think the other one was a little longer, but I guess it depends on the characters. But yeah, this is one of the newer characters that came out before the current one. So I figured we'd watch his, and then, like I said, hop over to maybe do like 2 quizzes, and then we'll call it a night. Let me just double check, make sure everything's up, and yep, alright, so let's check this one out. Also, I will make this one its own reaction clip over on my YouTube. Once I have this, plus I gotta download this anyway to get the audio for the podcast episode. So once I do that, I'll clip this part and make it its own video over on YouTube. So if anyone who's watching this over on YouTube, I guess later on, hi! So let's start.
The nobleman's dagger failed to take his life. Now wanted posters plaster every street and alley. I crawl through the shadows night after night. Still no trace of him.
Chin up, Tina. Don't lose hope, Tina. The immortal return will come back to the stage and the high seas with fire.
Oh, why is he doing jail?
This is
Oh.
Flaming Return we're talking about.
Flaming
I'm not
Return.
missing this.
Well, there's no fun in watching from here.
Why's that voice
Let's
sound
get
familiar?
ourselves front row seats.
Ooh, got pretty
Easier
eyes.
said than done. We're not exactly the returned, are we?
Is he it, the returned?
Bastard slipping in and out of prison like it's a stroll in the park.
Why are they in prison anyway?
Then what are we waiting for? We're not missing this show for the world.
Oh, wait, what? I have to do that again. Cause that looked like, is that supposed to be like a Persona reference? Cause that looked like Persona 5 when they, put those masks on. That looked just like Joker. Or maybe that's just me.
What are we waiting for? We're not missing this show for the world.
Whoa. Oh, I was like, how do you do that?
Come on. Our freedom is not the Thessalia's to control.
Okay. Is he a pirate mascador or something? I think he turned around and gave up.
Strong enough to break these cages. Thorns of decay now writhe in flames.
Okay.
Whirlpools of the deep now see from the heat. The return
Ooh.
will not be undone
Ooh.
by a sword. We need only prepare to welcome his return.
Holy shit.
Everyone, together, we shall create wonders.
Okay, I was like, okay, they're
There, you circus clowns.
like their outfits look too similar.
This is the dance for the afterlife.
I shall turn the tears of ravagers into sweet rain from
Oh.
above, and the howls of oppressors into the people's laughter.
He's supposed to be like Peter Pan or Robin Hood.
Humanity built on tainted riches.
That's the vibe I'm getting from him.
My blade shall cleanse their corruption. The bells of evening prayers have lost their true tone.
Oh. This guy is smooth.
Let my words compose a new chorale. The immortal returned lives in the hearts of the worthy.
I was like, what the fudge?
For all eternity.
What the hell? Where'd that come from? This man just be forming stuff? Like, what the world?
Thank you for coming, friends. That's a wrap for today's show from the Troop of Fools.
Troop of fools.
Hey, Tina. What do you think? Was that a new escape record?
Yep, and fastest bounty throwaway as well.
Oh. Okay, so he's a pirate. He
Stocked
do-
up in advance. Got more wanted posters. We could do a few more runs of this.
Oh, so does he get captured so that they can get the reward money? That is funny.
Righto. Let's take this show to the next stage, shall we?
Wait, pause. But that is funny. So, is he like getting himself captured so he can. Hold on. Let me go back. Freaking thing. Because at least that's what it seems like to me. Looks like he has all these bounties on him. So he lets his team capture him or turn him in so that they can get the reward money. 'Cause apparently, from what he says, seems like that's something they do a lot. That is smart. That is smart as hell. And from the sounds of it, he's got multiple bounties on him. So he just be doing this multiple times. That is crazy. Hold on.
And what are we waiting for? We're not missing this show for the world.
Yeah, that was totally Persona related. That looks too much like Persona.
Come on.
And then his weapon is cool.
Freedom is not the Phasaelia's to control.
I love how the guy just like turned around and gave up. Like, what the hell?
Break these cages.
That's why he was so easy to get out.
Now writhe in flames. Whirlpools of the deep now see from the heat. The return will not be undone by a sword. We need only prepare to welcome his return.
And then like how he was fighting them. Right here.
The vanity built on tainted riches.
My blade shall cleanse their corruption.
How he fought with like his hand behind his back for a while. That's disrespectful.
True tone.
Let my words compose a new chorale. The immortal returned lives in the hearts of the worthy.
So I'm wondering how the hell he do this.
For all eternity.
Like, dude can just summer an anchor like that? Like, what? What kind of powers does this man have?
Thank you for coming, friends. That's a wrap for today's show from the Troop of Fools.
Oh, no, I didn't even see where his mark was. It's on his chest.
Hey, Tina. What do you think? Was that a new escape record?
Yep, and fastest bounty throwaway as well.
Oh! So was the money he gave out to the people, was that the bounty they collected? So he used that to, you know, bait the crowd? That is funny. So basically you did all that, got the money, and you still gave it away.
Think we stocked up in advance.
Got more wanted posters. We can do a few more ones of this. Captain!
Okay, so he's captain.
And we're ready for the seas.
Righto. Let's take this show to the next stage, shall we?
Is that just oranges? Is that what they just bought? Which is nothing but oranges? That's all I'm seeing. It's just crate of oranges. That is funny. But that is very interesting. Okay. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing all the other ones. Yeah, no. After seeing the one for the last girl, I'm like, okay, now y'all got me hooked because these look incredible. So let me go to my quiz list. We can get rid of that. Oh, I think I did that one. We can remove. Oh, I did this one too. So we can remove that. I gotta start adding some new ones on here. Remove that one. And we could do this one. This one's 13 minutes, and it's guess the cartoon by the image. So let me get it. Let me get it up and running. Here we go. Full screen. You know what? I should have gotten rid of that. Make sure the audio is on it. Alright. So, oh, I should probably show where this is from Fun Quiz Questions. This is guess the cartoon by the image. Can you guess the 65 cartoons? Okay. That's 12 minutes, 59 seconds, so 13 minutes. So let's see how well we can do with this.
Can you guess the popular cartoon from a still image? That's what I'll be putting you to the test.
Oh,
in this
still
fun
images.
Guess the
Okay.
Cartoon challenge. Let's get started.
Alright.
Guess the cartoon.
Oh, that's Rick and Morty.
Yeah, it's Rick and Morty.
Simpsons.
It's The Simpsons. Recognize this cartoon?
Oh, this is the redo of DuckTales. That's that new one.
It's DuckTales.
Futurama. I never actually really watched this completion. I've seen like bits and pieces.
Yeah, it's Futurama.
I've seen a few episodes, but not like all of it. South Park. Is South Park still going? It probably is. It's just one of them shows that's never gonna end.
Correct. It's South Park.
That show is funny at
Guess
times.
the cartoon.
The Flintstones! Flintstones! Where are the Flintstones?
It's The Flintstones.
Family Guy. Is Family Guy still going, or that's stopped? I don't know.
It's Family Guy.
The Smurfs. This is the OG cartoon Smurfs.
Yeah, it's The Smurfs.
Bob's Burgers. I'll never forget. There was this one episode. Hold on, I'll let them say it.
Correct answer is Bob's Burgers.
There's this one scene. I can't remember what episode it was. It was it was like at that time when I don't think they still do this. When sometimes Fox, like on Sunday nights, they would have like this like it's animations portion where they would show like shows like they would show like the Simpsons, they would show Bob's Burgers, they would show like Family Guy, and they'd be like new episodes, or whenever a new season come out, they would do that. Yeah, I forgot what they called it, but it was like every Sunday. It was always like for like an hour or two, where it would just be like these cartoons, like kind of like these quote unquote like adult cartoons, and Bob's Burgers was one of them. And I remember one episode. I don't remember the full thing. It was like him and the family across the street that has like that. I don't even know what place they are. Were doing something. They were part of like some game show or something or whatnot. But Tina is the girl with the glasses, the oldest sibling. She turns to the son of the other family, and I don't remember why she said this, but she just turned to him, like got his attention, and she was just like, uh, "Your ass is grass, and I'm gonna mow it down" or something. I don't know. I don't know why she said that. I don't know what the content was, but that was like the funniest thing I ever heard in such a long time. I was like rolling on the floor crying laughing, and and then what made it even funnier too, the boy was like, "Leave me alone." It was so funny. Maybe I'll look it up afterwards, but that was so funny.
Which cartoon
Oh,
is
this
this?
is King of the Hill. I never really could get into this, but I know people really love King of the Hill.
Yeah, it's King of the Hill.
Oh, it's Teen Titans Go. I would say I've watched like the first two seasons,
It's Teen Titans.
and then I kind of like fell off. Teen Titans Go. That is SpongeBob SquarePants. Is SpongeBob still ongoing? I know they made a bunch of like
It's
spin-offs.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Or like Patrick had a show, but I don't remember. Scooby Doo! Wait, what Scooby Doo is this? This isn't the old one. This isn't one of the newer ones.
Yeah, the Scooby Doo show.
Oh. Tom
Yes,
and
the cartoon.
Jerry! Oh, it's been forever since I've seen Tom and Jerry anything. Then the last thing was that kind of live action movie
It's
they did.
Tom and Jerry.
Kind of like live action 2D. Pink Panther!
It's the Pink Panther.
I don't think I've ever seen the Scooby Doo show. That looked off to me. Is this Looney Tunes? Did they have their own show?
It's the Sylvester Tweety Mysteries.
I don't. What?
Recognize this one?
We are the Animaniacs. Oh, I love this show so much.
It's Animaniacs.
Oh, I love the Animaniacs. Is this Inspector Gadget?
It's
Uh.
Inspector Gadget.
Ah, I was right. Oh, fudge. I forget what this one's called. I've seen it, but I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
Tailspin.
Tailspin. That's what it was. This is Alvin and the Chipmunks, but it's like one of the special movies or something?
Correct. It's Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Hmm.
Guess the cartoon.
Oh, Beavis and Butthead. Is that how they laughed?
That's right. Beavis and Butthead.
I'm con Julio. Ooh, Care Bears. Oh wait, Care Bears is this? This was one of the newer Care Bears.
It's the Care Bears.
I don't remember this art style at all. This Ghostbusters? Looks like Ghostbusters. I know there was like an old cartoon that came out before like the movies.
It's the real Ghostbusters.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. This is Bluey. People have been People are almost obsessed with this as they were like Miraculous Ladybug.
Correct. It's Bluey.
I still have never watched it, but I've heard it's like really good. Something Scissorhands. I can't remember his name.
Nice.
Oh,
job.
Beetlejuice. No, what was the other one? Didn't they make a show for him? Dora the Explorer. Ah, I used to watch Dora. I can't watch that shit now. That thing gave me a headache.
It's Dora the Explorer. Will you get this one?
Peppa Pig. I never could get like. I think I was already out of the age group for this, but I saw a few episodes, and I'm
Of course,
like,
yeah, it's Peppa Pig.
I'm like, I can't. I don't know. What the hell is this? I don't know what this is. I've never seen this.
Correct. It's Peg plus Cat.
I've never heard of it.
Will this one stump you?
Oh, it's just some. It's like Muppet Baby something, right?
This year's
Okay.
the Muppet Babies.
Bob the Builder. Ah, and this is the OG one, not that new one. I heard the new one.
It's Bob the Builder.
It was just, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's for. Is this G.I. Joe?
This is
Yeah.
G.I. Joe.
Red and Stimpy.
It's the Ren and Stimpy show.
Curious George.
Yep, it's Curious George.
Blue's Clues. Oh my God! It's been forever since I've seen Blue's Clues.
Correct. It's Blue's Clues. Guess the cartoon.
Something Duck. I can't remember. Darkwing Duck.
This
Ah.
is Darkwing Duck. What is your guess?
The Jetsons.
It's the Jetsons.
Rugrats. And OG Rugrats. I had never saw the remake that they made, but this is OG Rugrats.
Nice, yeah. It's Rugrats.
Oh, Pinky and the Brain. Pinky and the Brain, brain.
It's Pinky and the Brain.
Ooh, is this Justice of the League or Justice League Unlimited? That's one of them.
It's Justice
Ah,
League.
so this is the first one.
Guess the cartoon.
This is Powerpuff Girls. But this is the remake. This isn't the OG Powerpuff Girls.
It's the Powerpuff Girls.
Charlie Brown. Who still watches those Charlie Brown like holiday specials?
The answer is Peanuts.
Oh, Peanuts? That's what it's called? Phineas and Ferb. No, I never did watch like those new episodes that they brought out when they said they were bringing the show
Phineas
back
and
for like a
Ferb.
season. Jimmy Neutron. It's the Adventures of Jimmy Neutron. I believe that's the full title.
It's the Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius.
Ah, Boy Genius. That's what I was forgetting. Oh, fudge. Just like Chip and Dale's something?
It's Chip
Ah.
and Dale Rescue Rangers.
That's what I was like. Is it something rescue? I can't remember.
Guess the cartoon.
American Dad.
Yeah, it's American Dad.
Johnny Bravo.
It's Johnny Bravo.
Boop, boop, boop. Hoo-ha-hoo. This is Garfield. But which Garfield? There's so many Garfield cartoons.
This year is Garfield and Friends.
Oh, okay. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is like the OG one. Not the OG one, like the old one. Like the 80s.
It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Recognize this cartoon?
I know it's like He-Man, but I don't know the full title.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
Masters of the Universe.
Okay, not what I was. What the fudge is this? I know this is Clifford the big red dog, but is this like a new one they made?
It's Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Cause why do they look like that? That's not the one I'm used to. Pokemon.
Of course, yeah. It's Pokemon.
Hey Arnold! You know, I keep forgetting. I never did watch like that last movie they did to kind of like wrap up the
Correct.
story.
It's Hey Arnold.
I need to watch it. This is Archer. This show has some funny moments.
Yeah, it's Archer.
My Little Pony. Was My Little Pony. Is this Friendship and Magic? Or is this the first one?
It's My
Ah.
Little Pony. Friendship is magic. What is your guess?
Awkward Team Hunger Force? Something like that? I can never get the name right.
It's Aqua
Ah.
Teen Hunger Force.
I actually got it right.
Do you know this cartoon?
Is this something Dennis?
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Dennis the Menace.
I remember the books. This is Goof Troop, I think?
This here is
Yeah.
Goof Troop.
Oh, fudge. Super Y? Is that what it's called?
The answer is Super Y.
Yeah. I saw bits and pieces of that too. Gravity Falls.
This is Gravity Falls.
Oh, we're almost there. 5 more to go. Oh, Lord. What's Spider-Man? Is this the 19-something one? This is Spider-Man, but I don't know which one.
That's right. It's Spider-Man.
Okay, I guess they weren't really doing it by year. Boondocks! Oh, I'm so sad. I heard they were gonna bring it back, but then the voice actor for Grandpa passed away,
It's
and
the
they were like, it
Boondocks.
wouldn't be the same. So, it's still a classic. Adventure Time!
The answer is Adventure Time.
Arthur! I heard not finally, but they wrapped that one up like years ago, but that show was ongoing
year is
further than I
Arthur.
thought. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
It's
Classic.
Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Anyone who hasn't seen Avatar, you either were way too young or you did
Here's
not
a
have.
tricky one.
This is Robot Chicken. I should not have been watching this when I did, but this
Put
show.
your answer in the comment section,
Oh.
and let's see if anyone can guess it right.
Guess they didn't put
And
it.
don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you had fun. Thank you so much for playing.
I did. That was a lot of fun. There were some I knew. There were some I had no idea about. So let's see. What else? What's the next one we can do? I think I have the energy to do one more. You know what? I was gonna do thinking about doing this Pokemon one, but I know some of them like first gen Pokemon. Nah, don't even. Um, I got it confused with that scissor hand one, but I had seen like clips of that. And as soon as it said it, I was like, no, that's what that was. Dang it. How'd I get those confused? I literally wanted to kick myself when I got that confused. I do need to add some more here. Oh, we could do this one. Save one anime character for each letter. Ooh, that'd be kind of interesting. Let's do that one. It's full screen. Just make sure. Yep. Alright, so save one anime character for each letter. Ooh, this is gonna be kind of hard. Let's see who they put. A. Reagan. Ooh, Akame. Ash. Armin. Askeladd. Anya. I knew they were gonna put Anya, son of a bitches. Oh, they put Austin here too. And Aki. Anya. I gotta go with my baby girl Anya. Protect Anya at all cost. Alright, B. Boji, Brooke, Beerus, Beatrice, oh, Brock, Broly, Boa Hancock, or Baki. Ooh, you know what? Beatrice? I was gonna go with Baki. I love Baki. Okani, Orla Lucifer, Cell, Ochika, Ciel, Conan, Choji, and Chihiro. I'm gonna go with Conan. I love Detective Conan. Decim, Doma, Dio, Denji. I don't know that dot. Ooh, Death the Kid. Oh, Mihawk and Dabi. I'd go with Mihawk. Oh, you know, I forgot the kid was dead. Emma. Ooh, Edward Elric. Oh, Erwin. Aaron. Urza. Amelia. Escanor. I was gonna pick Urza, but I'm gonna go with Escanor. Sorry, Urza. Frieren. Faye. Fubuki. Frieza. Tomiyama, Frankie, Philo, and Fern. I'll go with Frieren. Oh, Geo, Gamaru, Goldie Roger, ooh, Goku, Gon, Gyu Tomioka, Guts, or Gintoki. I'm gonna go with Gyu. H. Hanji, Hanako, Himuro. I can't even say this name. Hinata! Oh, Haruhi. Hisoka, hell no. And I don't know who that is. I'm gonna go with Hinata. Inosuke. Ooh, Ichigo. Itachi. Isagi. Ooh, Midoriya. Ooh, Inuyasha. Miyamura. No, I'm gonna go with, ooh, this is so loud. Miyamura. Jinchi. Jean. John. Or Jonah. Jiraiya. Joker. Jinbe. Jotaro. Or, hold on, that's not a J. Why'd they put him here? He's not a J. That's cheating. I'm gonna go with Jiraiya. K. Ken Kaneki. Kakashi. Killua. Nanami! Bakugo, Koro Sensei, or Karma. I gotta go with Nanami. Levi, L, Lloyd, Light, Lust, Leo? How do you pronounce his name? Lelouch, Legolas. I'm gonna go with Levi. I gotta go with my boy Levi. Luffy, Makima, Muzan, Mao Mao, Marin, Momo. I don't know who that is. Oh, and Mikey. I'm gonna go with Mao Mao. I was gonna go with Mikey. I was like, Naruto, Nagato, Natsu, Nezuko. Oh, Nana, Nobara, or Nagisa. You know what? For a class, I'm gonna go with Nana. Oh, I haven't seen Nana in so long. Oh, Orochimaru, Obanai, Oran, Dazai. I don't know who that is. Oh, Orihime, Overhaul, Obito. Dazai. I'm going with Dazai. Ooh, Piccolo, Pain, Onyo, Pikachu. Oh, Ace, Petra, Power, or Panda. I'm gonna go to Panda. This is so hard. We got Queen, Q, Quinn, Quetzalcoatl, Quinn Lil. I forgot how you pronounce her name. Quinn. You know what? I'll go with the Sword Online girl. I forget how you pronounce her name. We got Rin, Ray, Zoro, Rock Lee, ooh, Rukia, Rem, Sukuna, and Reiner. I gotta go with my boy Rock Lee. Sebastian, Saitama, Subaru, Todoroki, Starks, Sengoku, ooh, Spike, and Gojo. I'm gonna go with Spike Spiegel. Tatsumaki, Taiga. I don't know, that's my cue. Oh, Tengen. Kodoko, Tanjiro. Oh, Toji Fushiguro. Takamichi. I'm gonna go with Tanjiro. You, Undertake. I don't know who that is. Oh, Yuta. Usopp. Another Uta. Umaru. Utana. Oh, you know what? I was gonna... No, I'll go to Uta. The one from One Piece. We got Vegeta. Violet. Victor. Vala... I don't even pronounce her name. Vash the Stampede. Oh, Vantias. Ooh. You know what? I've seen Vantias, so I'll go... I mean, I've seen, Yuri on Ice. We got Whis. I don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Whitebeard. Wing? Who knows Wing? Oh, they're going by his last name. Oh, Winry! I think I go with Winry. Gotta go with my girl Winry. I don't know how you pronounce that. X Drake. Oh, that's the panda that accompanies the girl in Fullmetal Alchemist. Zenobia. I think the first dude's from Black Clover, but I go with Zenobia. It's hard. Oh, Yor, Yamato. Oh, Yugi. Yuji. Yato. Ooh, Yato. Yuno. Oh, Yami. No, I gotta go. I'm sorry, Yuno. I was gonna be Yuno or Yor. I gotta go with Yami. And Z. Zenitsu. Zack. Zeref. Ooh. Zeno. 02. Zeldris. What? Flipped her name. And Zeke. I'm gonna go with Zeref. Ah, man, that was hard. And that was going by so fast I could barely think. Let me see. Is there another one like that? Because that one was actually pretty cool. I said I would only do one more. Ha! Baki don't need saving. I mean, that's true. Baki can save himself. I wonder if they're ever gonna bring that one back, because they did something a while ago and they never haven't heard anything if they're gonna do more. I didn't see one like it, but I kind of saw one similar in this one. Choose only one of the anime openings. Yeah, read the manga. I hope they do. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never read the manga, but only how I got into it was the Netflix adaptation that they started. Mind you, it turns out, oops, well, I'll just like it anyways. Mind you, I didn't know that there was like an anime before the Netflix had gotten their hands on it. So I had watched like the Netflix adaptation where they started in like, I don't even know what part. I think like part 2 or 3 at that point. Like they didn't even redo the whole anime. They just like picked up where the old anime left off. and then they just ran it from there. So I think the last thing, if this is included, is when they mixed yeah, I was gonna say it was the Ken and Ashura collab that they did. If that's part of like the main story. Cause then like if that's not, then the last thing they did was them introducing Pickle to the story. And that was wild. Like, oh my god. Actually, I heard they're supposed to, weren't they supposed to do like a part 2 for that? Or did they do a part 2 and I just missed it? I hope not. I thought they was like in the works of doing it, and then like I've never heard anything since. Maybe they scrapped it. I don't know. Maybe. Alright, so I figure we'll do this one, and then, well, then I'll definitely call it. Choosing only one anime opening. So, guess we're choosing between one or the other. Alright, let's see what we got. Ooh. Oh, why'd they do this to me? I love both of these. These are my favorite openings. I gotta go with the Black Clover one though. Ah! Ooh. I'm gonna go with the Death Note. Death Note opening. Yeah, I feel like you, I don't know, I feel like you hear that one more. Well, One Piece. Okay. Chala. Sorry, Dragon Ball 1's too classic. I gotta go with the Dragon Ball opening. Yeah, DBZ, let's go! Ooh. Oh, I like both of these. You know what? I'm gonna go with the 4th opening for Demon Slayer. I like that one. If they did a different opening, I would have picked JJK. No, I gotta go with JoJo. That one is so good. Oh my god. Opening 2 for JoJo? So good. Ooh, the first Tokyo Revengers opening. Was that the first one? I feel like the opening sounded different. Never seen JoJo? So, like, hold on. We'll go back because I was talking. But the first... Like, honestly, JoJo, I would not have ever got into it. I don't know why I got into it. I saw it... You know what? When it was coming out, people told me, like, the very first part of JoJo wasn't good. So it, like, had a lot of people drop it. But then part 2 happened, and it just blew up. Kind of blew up from there. It wasn't until they got to part 3 where JoJo pretty much like took over the world, and people were losing their mind. So I got into it, and I was like, this is weird, but I like it. It's really weird, over the top, but I like it. It's kind of like in the weird sense of why I like Baki. It's like weird, it's over the top. It's like, what the hell is going on? But it's so entertaining. You're like, even though this thing is wild, I can't look away for whatever reason. It's so good. Both, it's so good. So Tokyo Revengers opening 1 or Spy Family opening 1. You know what? If it was the Baki is violent, which is cool. That is true. Baki is just straight hands. JoJo does have a bit more story than Baki. There is like a, or like there, at least for like the, well, I would say most parts have like there's like a big bad they have to defeat, but it's just like it's so over the top. You're like, what the fudge is going on? But if it was the ending, because the first ending for Spy Family, I listened to that on repeat. So I think I'd have to go with what you said, Mir 6, and go with the first Tokyo Revengers opening, because that opening does slap a lot. Alright, so let's see what the next one is. You know, I've never seen this anime. I'll go with the Bakugatari, because I think I've heard that one more than the other one. Oh, this is the ReZero. Oh, I was like, what is this? Overlord. I've never seen both, but I think I've heard the ReZero one more, so I'll go with that one. Oh, these are both good. I gotta go with the Masher one, but oh, both these openings are so good. Oh, this one's so good too. Opening 6. Oh, you bastards! The last opening for Full Metal Alchemist. I gotta go the Naruto one. That one just hits more because of what happens. Wait, what opening was that? I feel like I missed that. Oh, is this the last opening? I guess Vinland Saga. I think I go with that one. Yeah. Yeah, hold on, go back. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've never seen this one. I've seen Attack on Titan. I've been forgetting I need to watch the final season. I know that's like blasphemy at this point, but I've heard the Vinland Saga one more. I've never seen the second one, so I'll go with the first one, because I haven't seen that anime. Okay. You know what? I've seen Kuroko no Basket, but I've never actually sat down and listened to the openings. So I think I'll go with the Haikyuu. I feel like I've heard that one more. Don't do this to me. Fate. The Fate one. Are you kidding me? That's my favorite opening ever. I love that one so much. Plus, it's my favorite route in the game. Up Tokyo Ghoul. Really? No, Tokyo Ghoul. I gotta go Tokyo Ghoul. That opening is iconic. Oh. You know what? I would say not my favorite My Hero opening, so I'll definitely go with the first JJK opening. 7 Deadly Sins! You know what? If they... you know what? If they did the first opening for Soul Eater, I would have gone with that. So I'm gonna go with the 7 Deadly Sins. See, nope, they had picked a different opening for Bleach. I would have picked Bleach. I'm gonna go with Black Clover. I've never seen Onohana. I'd go with Your Lie in April. I haven't seen that one either. I can't. That one. Oh, this is the first one? One Punch. Gotta be One Punch. Sasageyo. See, they did that for the other one. I would have picked it. Ah, not the first opening for Demon Slayer. I gotta go to Attack on Titan. I'm sorry, but that one's too iconic. I can't. Oh, I've never seen this anime yet. And you know what? Actually, that one's on my list. I need to watch that one. I can't decide. I haven't seen either. Oh, one of the Nomagami openings. I'm sorry. I gotta go with the Bungo Stray Dogs 2 opening. I listened to that one on repeat so many times. Ooh, Solo Leveling. What's that second? Oh, Tower of God. No, Solo Leveling. That one. What? I listened to that one on repeat ever since the anime came out. This is Angel Beats? Yeah, it is. Oh, and that's the anime we'll be discussing next month. Charlotte. I don't remember much of the opening for the other one. Oh, Classroom of the Elite. I'll go with Kakaguri. I feel like I've heard that one more than the other one. Oh, Frieren. Oh, the Pakadaris. Oh, that's hard. Oh, I've heard the Pakadari ones more. Oh, yes! Opening 2 of Naruto! Nope. Opening 2 for Naruto. That was a clear. That one is so good. Konosuba. Oh, Miss Dragon Maid. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I love that anime. It's so cute. I'll go with that one. Only because I've seen that one. I've never seen this anime, but the opening is so iconic. I go Death Parade. Well, because I'm not really interested in Beastars, and I've seen that opening more. I guess I go with Chainsaw Man. Only because that one I've heard more. It's more iconic. Oh, what's that? K-On! There we go. Like, why am I blanking on the name? I've never seen the other one, so I'll go with K-On! Oh, Food Wars or Assassination Classroom. If it was a different Assassination opening, I would have picked that one. So I'll go to Food Wars. Oh, Rent-A-Girlfriend. I'll go with opening 1 of Rent-A-Girlfriend. So that one was really classic. Dude, oh, see, no, sa. Oh. Bastards. Oh, but, I can't. These are both so good. That one was so... I couldn't even pick. Oh. Classic. Sword Online, opening 1. Oh, Guilty Crown. I haven't seen that in forever. You know what? I really like the opening too, so I'll go Guilty Crown. Ooh, this, I forget what it's called. Doradora, yeah, the opening for that was so good. I've never seen that, so I'm gonna go with Dororo. I was like, why did I like Pokemon? But that opening was Inuyasha. No, Inuyasha. Oh, the other ReZero. Or Steins Gate. I feel like I've heard the ReZero one more, so I'll go with that one. Yeah, I thought it was Pokemon. I was like, what the hell? Ooh, the first opening for Blue Exorcist. Never seen Promised Neverland. I've seen all of Blue Exorcist at this point, so I'm going with Blue Exorcist. Mob. No, I gotta go with the Mob. Oh, Evangelion. Oh, a Gurren Lagann. Both are iconic, but I gotta go with the Gurren Lagann. Ooh, Full Metal Alchemist. Ooh, Fairy Tail. I gotta go to Fairy Tail opening. Both were good, but I don't know. I feel like I listened to the first one of Fairy Tail more. Ooh, Akame got killed. Oh, if it was the second one. Oh, Seraph of the End. Funny how both the animes we're discussing popped up on this. I do gotta say, if it was the second opening for Akame got killed, I would have picked it. So with that one, I'm going with the... Hold on, let me go back. I'm going with Seraph of the End. Only because if it was the second opening, hands down second opening for Akame got killed. But Or Hoi Mia. I've never watched Domestic Girlfriend. I've seen all of Hoi Mia, so I'm gonna go with Hoi Mia. Oh, Psychopaths! Oh, no, I've never seen that. Oh, is that any good? 91 Days? I will go to Psychopaths. That's Future Diary. Yeah. Oh, another. I've never seen that. That's a horror anime. I can't. So, which is crazy because I was okay with Future Diary, so I'll go with Future Diary. Oh, Blue Lock. Oh, another Haikyuu. Actually, I think I've heard the Haikyuu one more, so I'll go with that one. Ooh, My Dress Up Darling. Or Call Me Can't Communicate. I tried watching that, couldn't get into it. Opening not that memorable, so I'll go with My Dress Up Darling. Alright. I'd say we did pretty good on that. Yeah, that Inuyasha one threw me off, because that looked like Pokemon. Okay. Alright. Let me fix myself. Here we go. But that is it for me tonight, you guys. Excuse me, air bubble. Thank you so much for everyone who came. Thank you, Mia Sticks, for coming over here and hanging out with me today over on Twitch. Thank you for all the people who will either watch me over on YouTube. Remember, I do simul stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so you guys can check me out on either or. So, tomorrow, well, today, technically, at least for me, I will be hopping back into some Devil May Cry 4. Possibly we'll be finishing at least like the main story of the game, and depending on how fast we beat that, maybe we'll jump into one of the other storylines that one of the playthroughs we could do. I know there was like a portion to do good to be able to participate. No, of course I want people to come in and when I'm talking about anime, or even if you just watch the VOD later if it's an anime that catches your attention, because I've seen people have been watching my podcast episodes at least over on YouTube. I think I'm trying to remember what was the last. Not the the Yu Yu Hakusho one has. It'll pop up. Yeah, I have 140 views on my Yu Yu Hakusho podcast episode I did last time. And the one before that, not a lot of people watched it, but the Don't Toy Me Miss Nagatoro has 157 views, and the Sasaki and Miyano has 148. So people are coming in certain episodes that talk about a certain animes and are participating or watching it. So definitely shout out to that, because even if you don't come in, I do like people just knowing that maybe it's an anime that catches their attention, so they're listening to my view of the anime, how I felt about it. But yeah. Oh, my head hurts. I'm gonna wrap this up. But yeah, so that's it for me. Like I said, tomorrow, jump back on to more Devil May Cry 4. After that, I will have my schedule up for the rest of the week, since that is the beginning of April. I'm not sure what I'll do. Like I said, we'll probably just do some more Weathering Waves, and probably another game if we've already finished with Devil May Cry 4 by then. We'll see after tomorrow what we'll do. But yeah, so that's it for me. Thank you so much again for everyone who came. But yeah, so I will see you guys next time. Hope everyone has a great day, night, evening, wherever you are. You guys are safe, and until then, I'll see you all next time. Night, everyone. Bye. Oops, sorry. Give me 1 second. I thought I had the music over here on this too, but I guess not. Where is it? Here we go. Alright, there we go. Well, there we go. Night, everyone. Bye.